Other than scoring the or because of the 6 goals, what did the offense do tonight that was so effective that maybe it wasn't doing in previous games?
Well, I felt we talk about being more clinical, right? And at times that happens. We struggled the last 2 games, no scoring goals, and we felt that it was a good opportunity to break that record. And I think they were a bit more composed in the final third, even though still there are some chances that we let go because of the last touch, the last pass wasn't quite there. I felt that we took every opportunity trying to really score the goals, and I think the players just did good. And at times that happens. I mean, sometimes you don't need to fix anything on that regard. They know what they have to do in that part, and at times, it's a little bit of a half an inch here, more inside, more outside. But I felt that today they gained confidence. At times it's also that, the confidence of scoring many goals, and then more will come. So hopefully today is that night that help us in the future to score more goals.
And if y'all haven't had a striker score, I think it's 380-something minutes, I counted. How nice was it to see Dwyer not only score but also get an assist tonight?
Yes, I felt that Dwyer did great. I think he's an experienced number 9 in this league, and we know he's able and capable of scoring goals. So it was good to see that performance, especially his second goal was fantastic for me. The first one was also a very good header in the near post, but the second one, I felt that he saw the play coming and he was looking for that. So I'm very happy for him, for his confidence, also his assist. So I'm very pleased with him. Also, in the limited minutes, I felt that Ronaldo did a very good effort chasing and pressing and stealing a couple balls and being in dangerous areas, which is what I asked from him. So I'm very happy with those 2 performances.
How happy are you with just the intensity the team came out with and being able to really just dominate from the first minute? I asked you on Monday about just preparing to play a team like this in this setting.
Yeah, I just told them that. I told the team that they put a good intensity today. It's not easy, no matter who's the opponent, to make 7 changes and still put that amount of intensity on the field. We have to improve a little bit defensively. That's the only part that we know that we have to improve. I felt that we were late at times, but not because they were not putting the intensity. It was just a couple visual cues that we need to understand better. But other than that, I was very happy on how fast we moved the ball from side to side, and especially on the ground, and especially through the midfielders. And when we did that, we were really dangerous. So I was very happy with them. I think it was a solid performance for most of my players.
How nice was it to have a good night to just get a bunch of guys some match minutes, get guys fit, and then obviously to not lose anybody in a game finally?
Yeah, it was something that we tried to, we as coaches reflected on how we can make sure that we win the game without, affecting our preparation also for Miami, but at the same time respecting the opponent. So has to be a little bit of a balance on that, because I know everyone may say that it's normal that we win, but it is not. Once you're on the field, you're 11 against 11. Actually, I want to say that Rod Underwood is a fantastic coach. I was impressed. I told him that after the game. They were a very good side. They're very physical. They know how to play on the ground. They try to play and break us down, and he did. They succeeded many times, so kudos to them. But again, it was a good night just to see many players impacting the game, guys that maybe they haven't had enough minutes in the last few weeks, but also putting in rhythm the Luis Araújos, the Emerson Hintmans that are coming back from injuries. And it was good to see Alex De Jong, who's the only player that hasn't seen minutes so far in this year, and now he had an Open Cup. Ronald Hernandez, who didn't play the last few games, the same. Bobby as the first, show that he puts on the field. So it was very good in many, many different ways, but we reflect as coaches how much is good and how much is, yes, but we also need to put the Marcelinos, the Thiagos, the Andrew Guzmans, the Luis Araújo. So we are respecting the opponent, and I felt that we did that also very good.
Jonathan, Doug?
Coach, a question about Bobby. And I know that you've had the chance to see his game since training camp, but the confidence has to be there for a keeper in this system to play with his feet. How do you feel Bobby's game has come since training camp to now being the starter how do you see him playing out there with his feet? Is he confident? Where is he getting in that growth to be that confident keeper?
Well, I think he's confident. He's a confident and experienced goalkeeper. So obviously he's going to have different attributes compared to Brad or any other goalkeeper. He's who he is, and he's here because he has a lot of minutes, because he has a lot of experience in this league, and we are thinking that he's capable of holding that position from now on. So I think obviously we cannot ask the same to Bobby than Brad, because they are different type of goalkeepers, right? And so it's the same as asking the same from Ronald to Brooks. They are different. They have differences, and some guys do better certain things and others do better other things. So I think we are happy with what we have, and maybe he's going to play simpler. Maybe at times he's going to play direct. It's not a problem for us. We just want him to be a solid goalkeeper for us and provide that experience. But I think the players trust him, and the players have seen how hard he works every training session, and next man up, and he's the next one, and we trust him.
Just a few more, Doug, then Danilo.
I don't think Caleb or Jackson were in the game day roster. Are they hurt, or why were they not included?
Well, yeah, we have two less spots on the bench compared to MLS games. The same with Santi, with Alan Franco, Caleb. Jackson was with the second team training with Atlanta too. Same as Mikey Ambrose, and same as Eric Centeno, Noah Cobb. They normally take part in our training sessions, so we told them to be there. This afternoon, Santi, Alan, and Caleb, they had a one-on-one session with three of my assistants. It's not like they are hurt. It's just we try to keep the rotation well and having full roster for Sunday.
Danilo?
Coach, hoy tuviste la oportunidad de ver algunos jugadores, básicamente en la defensa, ¿no? Con Ronald Hernández, con De Jong, el mismo Ibarra. ¿Cómo te pareció cómo jugaron esta noche, específicamente estos tres jugadores, porque la verdad todos
Sí.
hemos venido jugando?
Sí, creo que es interesante tu pregunta, porque siempre se dice que los cambios en defensa son más difíciles, porque la cohesión en la defensa es clave. Cometes un error en un recorrido, en una mala marca, en cubrir la espalda del compañero y cuesta en goles, ¿no? Entonces, me gustó mucho en ese sentido. Creo que se vieron sólidos en la defensa, a pesar de que en medio campo no estaban causando algunos problemas cuando ellos tenían la pelota. Creo que defensivamente se vio sólida esa defensa. Creo que Alex de Jong le trae cierto grado de experiencia a esa línea de cuatro, ayudó a solidificarla, y Ronald lo mismo. Entonces estoy contento. Creo que Franco Ibarra puso un grandísimo esfuerzo. Creo que eso es lo que espera uno de Franco Ibarra, pero también creo que se animó a meter pases filtrados de muy buena manera. Entonces me gustaron los tres rendimientos, pero en su conjunto creo que se vieron sólidos.
Y en líneas generales, ¿cómo te pareció el partido?
Me pareció que una vez más, no es que no lo hayamos visto, no escauteamos muy bien a Chattanooga, pero creo que fue un equipo que mostró más de lo que había visto yo en video, y me sorprendió de alguna manera su nivel. Eran muchachos físicos, fuertes, la gran mayoría rápidos, y que tocaban bien la pelota, algo que no había visto del todo en los videos que tenía disponibles, y me gustó. Entonces se nos complicó. Los primeros minutos no me habían gustado del todo porque parecía que no tomábamos los riesgos que yo creía que debíamos de tomar en ataque, pero cuando llega el primer gol, creo que el equipo mantuvo ese nivel y comenzó a anotar goles, 2-0, 3-0 muy rápido, y después, aunque hubo lapsos altos y bajos del partido, creo que en lo general tuvimos el control la gran mayoría del tiempo. Eso me gustó. Una vez más, con tantos cambios no es tan fácil, y valoro mucho esa parte, que no intentaron hacer una de más, no le faltaron respeto al rival. Creo que todos jugaron de manera seria, que me gusta y me importa. Entonces, contento en ese sentido. Hay que mejorar el bloque medio defensivo, y hay que continuar con el mantener el cero atrás. Al final, el cero atrás siempre te das puntos, y me gustó eso, y siempre obviamente tratar de anotar goles, que hoy lo hicimos, y eso marca la diferencia.
Anything else? Yeah, sure, go ahead.
Miles got the argument tonight, of course, with Brad being injured. What went into your decision to make him captain tonight, and then is that a short-term thing or longer-term, or something that you'll look at on a match-by-match basis?
Yes, well, for me, first of all, Brad continues being the captain. First of all, like, he won't be on the field wearing the armband, but he's going to be in the locker room. I'm sure he's going to be in every game, every time in the locker room. He's going to be supporting, continuing with making sure that the culture in the locker room is correct. Him and Joseph, they are normally the captains, so we will see. So at times it's just who wears the armband, right? But at the same time, it's important who's wearing it, who's representing the club. So we took many things in consideration. One is who has longer period of time in the team, in the squad, in the club, so the fans feel represented by their captain. Number two is someone that is reliable, someone that every night he puts a show, every training session he's working hard, that he's consistent. At times leadership is do your job at the best of your abilities every time, that you don't go down very often. So I think he accomplished that. And the sum of that, plus his experiences with the national team and a lot of things, I think make him the captain. Did we explore other options? Yes, but we felt that especially for the connection that he has with the fans and the amount of time he's been in the club, it was very important that he was the captain. But again, leadership is something that you don't need to wear a sign or something to impact on the leadership side of the team. So I feel like I have so many different types of leaders, and anyone can wear the armband at a certain point.
Good thing. Thanks, guys.
That's it. Great. Thank you. Thank you, guys.
Alex, first off, good win tonight. How much of an emotional boost was this for the team, especially given kind of the events of really the past few days?
Yeah, I know it's always tough when we have long injuries that we lose really valuable players, not on the pitch but off the pitch as well. So it was important for us to come out strong and just show how deep we are and how dynamic we are. We have a really dynamic attack, and we've been struggling maybe to score goals lately. So to get out on the front foot, score a goal, and wind up scoring 6 is big for us.
Gonzalo mentioned before you came in, just about that respect for the opponent, regardless of what division they are, things like that. What's that kind of the message that he had, leading into the game, and how do you all kind of adjust to what they had to offer tonight?
For sure. I feel like the best way to go forward is respecting the opponent, and the best thing you can do is play your best and go at them and not have a piss about. Just kind of go at them every time. Give them your best effort. And for us, it was really just jumping out on that front foot. It was all about our mentality today. And if we had that presence on the field, the pressure, the intensity, our quality was going to follow through.
Alex, Joe Patrick with 19 in the game in Dirty South Soccer. How about for you, just personally? Gonzalo mentioned that you were the only player who hadn't played in match minutes this year. How nice was it for you to get out there and kind of put yourself out about?
No, definitely. It's always good to get into the squad. I mean, me as a person, I'm fighting every day in training, working my butt off. So to see it translate into the game is good. And I feel like whenever my name's called, I'll be stepping up. So it was good, important for me, and good for me to be out there today.
Miles, of course, wearing the armband tonight. He's a player that when you look at him, he really goes about his business. I don't think I've ever seen a protest call the referee. That kind of vibe you get from him, just that quiet leadership that can really be that steady hand the club needs right now.
Yeah, he's it was funny before the game. Gonzalo named him the captain, and he just kind of went in there and said, "All right, let's go." He's not a man of many words, but he's a leader by example. You see him out there every single day. He fights. He does whatever he needs to do, and you just vibe off his energy on the field, his confidence, and like you say, his security. So it feels good for all of us.
Gonzalo was happy with the performance, but you did mention that just defensively there are some things you can tighten up. Is there anything that you noticed out there, areas for improvement, and just even more in general?
Yeah.
When you play a game like this against a team that you're kind of overmatching just talent-wise, how can you analyze a game like that? What do you take away from games like this?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Gonzalo mentioned it after the game that there is some stuff to build on. I mean, every game there's some stuff to build on. It's all about how we. Like I said earlier, it's all about our mentality and going into the game, but obviously you don't want to have, I feel like the last 30 minutes it was very open and, it was like counter after counter, so we can work on, just more preventing the counterattack, getting numbers forward, and a little bit of balance in the midfield and the defense. Other than that, I feel like, our mentality was good, our intensity was good, and our quality was good.
All right, finish up. Thanks, Alex.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks, guys.
We'll be right back with Dom.
Pineda said he really appreciated your second goal that you scored because you kind of saw the play developing and were in the right spot. Can you just talk about what you were processing mentally as that play unfolded?
The second goal of the game.
Mhm.
You know, I knew the play was going to build up that side. You know, when Jake gets 1v1 against anyone, he's very difficult to stop. And he puts a great ball in, so I just knew I had to put myself in a good position, get myself in front of the defender, and just timed it well and finished it across goal. Just opened up the body, put the head on it first, turned the body after.
Do you think you staked a good claim for the starting striker spot going forward?
Honestly, whatever this team needs for me. Of course, you want to play every game as a player, but you know, I'm here for the team. So whatever is needed from me, I will do, and I just want to give my best for the team every week.
What does the night for you mean emotionally? I mean, last few years have been really interesting with injuries and all of that, but kind of you scoring the brace and then having that goal earlier in the year, where are you emotionally and, you know, in the mentally considering what's happened in the past few years?
Honestly, I'm in a good place. You know, Atlanta's believed in me as a club and signed me to a multiple-year contract. So for me, it's just, you know, trying to perform each week. You know, whether I'm asked to start or come off the bench or whatever it is. You know, I'm just in a place of, you know, I'm having the ability to get games, and you know, of course, my job is to score goals. So we needed a good performance tonight from the group, and I think we had that. And obviously, a clean sheet is something that we've been doing well the last few weeks, and we just needed the goals, and the goals came tonight.
About 3 years ago, you were really on the opposite touchline. Atlanta and Atlanta met. What is that like now being on the Atlanta side of the touchline?
I got to say, when you know I got subbed off last 15, 20 minutes today, I was watching our team play. It's beautiful to watch. So I'm very excited and happy to be here, be a part of this club. There's a lot of talented players. You know, as you can see, we had a lot of players missing tonight, and we're still able to put out performances like that. You know, and then the guys coming in as well. Everyone makes an impact. Everyone makes a difference. So we have a strong group, and you know we're here for the long run here. So you know we want trophies. So this is the first step.
What was the difference in the offense tonight and the previous couple of games?
Oh, we just put the ball in the net. You know, we had a lot of chances. I think we played very well last week. You know, we played very well, and we just weren't able to score goals. You know, they came tonight early, and then you know obviously they had to open up a little bit, and we finished them off.
Were you upset you didn't get to take the penalty kick to get your hat trick?
You know, it's always nice to get a hat trick. Crossed my mind for a second, but you know, here it's team first. You know, and Marcelino needed that. You know, last game he had his saved, and I think it's important that you know he's a fantastic penalty taker, and he put that away tonight with class, and that really sealed the game for us. So more importantly, there was getting a goal rather than me getting my hat trick.
Dom, even just besides the goals that were scored tonight, how happy are you with just the way that the team came out with intensity from the first minute and didn't really even give Chattanooga a chance to think that they were really kind of in this game?
Yeah, I mean, you saw two MLS teams lose last night,
Yeah.
so it's not easy. You know, and these kind of teams, they come out to play, and they came out to play. You know, the first 15 minutes were difficult, and then you know we started to break them down, and then once you get that goal, you can you know obviously kick on, and we did that.
When you look at the striker room, you know, players like Jackson is still making his way in the league as a young player. Ronaldo, who's just come into MLS from the Gamma Keys. You having been in the league for several years, what's kind of your message to guys like that?
You know, I just try and help them week in, week out. You know, obviously Ronaldo's new to the league. You can see his talent. You can see what he has, and you know, and obviously Jackson is very young, but I think he's going to be the future of this club. So, you know, give him time, and I understand that he's got a lot of potential, and he's still very young, and you should be very excited about him.
Anything else? All right.
All right, thanks, guys.
Thanks, Tom.
Thanks, Tom.